Good news, Matthew and Fritz. I have found gainful employment for you.
Hey, how'd you get so fucked up?
I just... What do you mean? I'm clean and fine. I just rode here from... Ratai, not Skalitz. Ratai. The monastery wants money from... What? Monastery wants money from you?
The monastery wants you to pay for treatment. That doesn't sound right.
Leave it be, Howl.
Alright.
If you say so.
If you don't want my help, then... Ooh, training? What can you do for me? Fist fighting. No, I don't care.
See you later.
I'll level up fist fighting on my own, thank you very much, by punching peasants and winning money. Matthew. I got you jobs. Yes, we did. I got you jobs with the miller in Ledechko.
The miller in Ledechko would be happy to meet you.
You really found work for us?
Of course. I couldn't bear to look at those sour faces of yours a moment longer.
Thanks, Henry. Only...
What?
Now?
the reward we talked about, well, we haven't got 2 groschen to rub together.
That's fine. It is fine. I did it as a favor to you anyway. I wasn't really expecting a reward. You'll pay me next time.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. You'll pay me when you have it.
That we will. Stop by and visit us in a week. We'll pay you back as soon as we get our first wage.
Sounds good. What can you train me in? Stealth. Yes.
I'd like you to teach me how to be better at stealth.
Certainly.
So, beginner.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you.
Cost it will 60 groschen? How about we haggle a little bit?
Isn't that quite a lot?
Can I get the friend discount? How about 55 groschen?
What do you say to this?
That's not enough.
Oh, come on. Give me a little bit of a friend discount. How about 56?
Agreed. Now listen up. See you later.
Move very carefully and don't walk over, you know, branches and stuff. Let's see. What else do we have to do? I can do the ruin. Kill the bandit camp leader, but that's just gonna mess us up. You know, Henry, I do think it is time to find out where the limping bandit lives. We are going to Uzhitz. Come on, Pebbles. We have a long ride ahead of us. Would you look at that, Pebbles? A thoroughly unremarkable and uneventful journey all the way from Sassau to Uzhitz. Now we just need to find the limping bandit. Now, where should we start asking around? Well, first order of business, we need to find a place to sleep for tonight. This looks as a good place as any. Excuse me, sir. Do you have a room for me? Oh, you're too high and mighty to talk to me from down here, are you? How about this?
I'm honored that you should come to me.
Are you now? Why? I need a place to sleep.
Is there somewhere I could sleep here?
All right.
You don't have to sound
For how
so
long?
angry about it. Don't you want my custom? I just need the one night.
Just the one night?
All right. Money up front, though.
Because we never know how long we're gonna stay here. Oh, sure, it's 2 groschen. It's fine.
Here you go.
It is very fine.
You'll like it here. Like sleeping on a cloud, it is.
It's like sleeping on a cloud wherever I go. Where's my bed?
Where do I go to sleep?
You'll have no trouble finding it. Right inside the door to the building, there's a ladder up to the loft. Your bed's ready there, and a trunk for your belongings.
Right inside the door, there's a ladder. Gotcha. What about this fellow with a limp?
I'm looking for a fellow who lives here, but I don't know his name. Do you know anyone with a limp?
What would you want with him? Well, it's no skin off my nose. The bastard has a cottage on the edge of the village by the road to Ratai.
I see. So, while we are here, what is happening around here?
Is there anything suspicious going on in these parts?
Indeed, there is.
No?
Around here? You should hear about what Vashek the groom has been up to at the stables. When the head groom told the lads here, they fell off their seats laughing. Oh, and another thing. Just last night, Father Godwin was here, calling fire and brimstone down on old Gertrude, the herb woman. He's not one to make a fuss over some trifle either.
I'm sensing a pattern here, both here and was it in Ledechko, or was it somewhere else? There were also some problems with a herb woman. So the groom at the stables and the herb woman, Gertrude.
Take care now.
Now where would the herb woman be? I don't know, but we're gonna go up here. Because my sixth sense is telling me that someone wants something. Or needs help with something. Would that be you, sir? Father Godwin! Ow! Oh!
Yeah!
Sorry, that was my fault. Can you stop training? I want to talk to you. Well, you sure know how to wield a sword.
I see you know how to wield a sword, Father. I wouldn't have expected that from a man of the cloth.
With a stick. I practice with a stick. Reminder of my youth and days gone by, and it helps keep me in good form.
I mean, I suppose that is as good a reason as any to keep up with the swordmanship. But do you have any work for me? I heard you had a little bit of a scuffle with Gertrude, the herb woman.
Do you have any work that needs doing?
My dear lad, I have more worries than I can bear. Another pair of shoulders would ease my burden. I have to deal with a local witch.
A witch?
The herb woman, old Gertrude. That devious hag who will stoop to anything. Like all herbalists, for that matter.
Hey!
Oh, don't tell me. The cows are giving blood instead of milk, and babies are being born with 2 heads and a tail.
This is no laughing matter. Gertrude isn't evil. She just has peculiar ideas about what's good for people. A little bird told me she incited some Uzhitz women to witchery.
To witchery? I mean, basically, Henry, we are a witch, because we do alchemy. So what is the problem exactly?
And what's the problem?
As long as herb women stick to giving psychic to folk and bloated cows, assisting in childbirth, or burning incense in bedrooms to help with sleep, then nothing at all.
Psychic?
But this is sacrilege, and it's unsafe. All sorts of molds and lichens and poisonous plants and other foul things go into those concoctions. I'd hate to see her poison some poor gullible lass.
I mean, most poisonous plants can be made good in alchemy. So a little bird told you, eh?
A little bird told you, did it?
You know how good people are at seeing the splinter in another's eye and not the beam in their own.
In other words, someone's been gossiping.
So what do you want me to do about it?
What do you want me to do?
I want you to go and see her and find out what she's been up to. I know she lives in fear of the Holy Church, so tell her I sent you. That will make her talk and think twice about encouraging witchcraft. If you learn that she truly did involve folk in some foolishness, find out all you can and deal with it.
I'll gladly help.
Consider it done.
Good. And never fear. I'm a man who always pays his debts. You'll find Gertrude, the old herb woman, in the woods.
Of course.
God be with you.
Playing with the devil. Makes sense that a herb woman would be in the woods. Gotta be close to the herbs. Go see Gertrude, the herb woman, and find out what she incited the Uzhitz women to do. Probably to stand up for themselves. Would be my guess. That is quite a distance away. Huh. Well, maybe we won't do that right away. Also, we need to just drink some schnapps. Because it took a while to get here. Well, Pebbles. I.O. Pebbles. Oh, there's Pebbles. We need to go into the woods, Pebbles. I know we came here to deal with the man with a limp. But we know where he is, and he can wait for just a little while longer while we go into the bandit-infested woods. All the woods are bandit infested. Hopefully we won't attract their ire, and so we won't have any reason to be scared of them. Let's see. Let's go this way, Pebbles. This will make for a fine ride. And maybe the herb woman can teach us some tricks. I bet she dabbles in alchemy. I bet she can teach us a few things. Some tricks of the trade. It would be very helpful. So we can make more marigolds and Razardos decoctions. Yep. These are some nice rolling plains, small hills, greenery. I like this place. Take care of this land, will you? Let's see. Oop, oop. Maybe we shouldn't go at breakneck speed, Pebbles. No, I trust you. You will just leap over any obstacle we will find. Or just run across it, run over it. It will all be fine. See. Oh, here. Ah, yes, the devilry. All these herbs. So dangerous. Yeah. She's such a beautiful little garden she has. You discovered a herbalist. And an alchemy bench. Perfect. I mean, she has some St. John's warts. And some more St. John's warts. Do you perchance have some belladonna I could purchase? I need to make me some savory schnapps in the near future. Hello, herb woman.
My humble greetings. How may I help you?
Before I offend you, I want to talk some trade. What do you have? You do indeed have belladonna. I will purchase all of your belladonna. I have enough thistle, thank you. Don't need any of your potions. What the hell is a dollmaker potion? Your muscles atrophy and you lose control of your limbs. Your entire body feels wooden, and you can only move with great difficulty. Your combat skills with weapons and without are reduced by 5 for 10 minutes, and your stamina is lowered by 50%. You can't sprint. This sounds like the perfect thing to poison someone with, if we were so, you know, if we wanted to do that. Embrocation. Eases aches of bones and joints, increases agility and defense by 5 points for 10 minutes. And we have grasses and herbs 3. Ooh, and we have a lot of recipes for a lot of groschen. We are going poor. Do you remember the good old days, Pebbles? When we had so much groschen. I mean, not much groschen for the wealthy people, but much groschen for peasants such as ours. What the hell is Lethian water? If you want to put to rights the imprudent choices of your life, all it takes is one mouthful and you can choose your perks anew. Beware though, the procedure is irreversible and painful. Oh. Reset perks. Speaking of perks, I should probably look at my perks. I haven't looked at them for a while. I don't remember what we have to look at. Henry. Yes. I'll settle for the belladonna. Let us haggle.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Well, we can try it.
Yes, we can try it. How about we give you some 24.5 groschen?
Aye. For that amount, I can be persuaded.
Thank you. Before we do that, let's see. What do we have? We have 2 points here. We can have Manly Odor, Knight Rider, Wanderer. Yes, I remember some of these. Burger Savage, Scout 2, Brutes. Your favorite brute strength to a pleasant demeanor. You get a +2 strength bonus, but a -1 penalty on charisma and speech, so screw you. Cloak and Dagger. You prefer to remain in the shadows. You have a +2 stealth bonus at the cost of a -1 penalty to both strength and speech, so no. Golden Tongue, that sounds like something we want, Henry. You've always favored diplomacy over brute force. You get a +2 speech bonus, but at a -2 strength loss. What the hell? Now I need to know what my stats actually do. Strength. Defines how well you can handle physical challenges. More strength, the less depletion of stamina, wielding heavy weapons. Most weapons except daggers and sabers. The more powerful your attacks. Increases the capacity of your inventory. So no, we do not want to lower our strength even the singlest little bit, because we already have problems with our inventory. So these have both upsides and downsides. I don't want any of those. Maybe we'll do scout too. So when we do fast travel, which we do fast travel when we do questing to the main quest and stuff. Otherwise, I do just travel. So yes, if we're just wandering around completing quests, we do fast travel. In towns and villages and their immediate vicinity, that's when I have bonus in strength, agility, vitality, and speech. Well, we have been to jail once, so maybe lowering the penalties with 20% would be useful. In the wilds. No, towns and villages. That is where we do most of our... I think we'll go for towns and villages. Or maybe we'll just wait and go here. Minimum level 10? Yeah, maybe. We'll save a point until we gain 2 more levels. What about our strength? We can do a... what is these? Stronghold, blocking with a shield. I don't have a shield. Bumping into him at a sprint. Could be good. 10% greater chance of knocking out an opponent with a blow to the head. So an overhead blow. Heavy swing. Cause greater damage because I do not need anything that costs more stamina. You can carry 20 pounds more. Yes. Just immediate yes. What about our agility? This is still only here. Falling will cost you 30% less. Well, yes. Vitality. Marathon man. Run slower but keep it up for longer, and this is the opposite. If you don't either overeat or go hungry for 5 consecutive days, you get a +1 bonus on vitality and agility. I'm never gonna be able to do that. Will we, Henry? We will always go hungry at one point or another. You can dispel hunger with anything. You won't suffer from eating poisoned or spoiled food, but neither will you have any positive effect from it. Does not apply from alcohol to alcohol. I have actually learned to cast out my poisoned and spoiled food. So we will not do that. We will wait and see. What about speech? Charisma. We have +3 in charisma because we are in love. What about our sword? I mean, we do have the blunt strike. Double stab. Wing. So left, right, stab, stab. That could be fun. That one's easy to remember. Left, right, stab, stab. Feller, Scarmaker. Or just from the lower left, stab, stab. Weapon longsword. Weapon short sword. What is my current weapon classified as? Longsword. Alright. I'm currently using a longsword, so I can't use the double stab. Ah, that's why the blunt strike doesn't work, because I'm using a longsword. Let's see, so we'll have to take this one, or this. I think we'll go for... This one is easy to remember. So from the lower left, stab, stab. So maybe that's why I've never been able to do the blunt strike, because I'm using a long sword. So many things to remember. This does not bode well for us. Alchemy. Hey now. Cured or cooked food in your inventory will spoil 20% more slowly. Nice. Healing potions will heal you 50% more, but will also intoxicate you. The stronger the healing effect, the drunker it will make you. No. Witcher. Potions will fill you up 30% less, which means you can drink more of them and more often. That's actually good. Yes, we will be a witcher. We know a Gwynblade. When brewing, you can make one extra mistake without affecting results. We have made no mistakes as of yet with any of our potions. Poison applied to a weapon will remain on the blade longer. We do not do those things. Those are cowardly things. Although, applying Dollmaker to our weapon could be hilarious. Maybe that is the advantage I need when fighting multiple opponents. Learning this, eventually. Screw it, we'll take it. I'll probably use it at some point. I just need to get enough groschen to learn the Dollmaker poison. Ooh, we are going to be a devious bastard, Henry. We are going to be a very devious bastard. We are going to utilize poisons. So much. What about drinking? The beer you get is 50% weaker, so you can drink more, but wine is twice as strong and will make you drunk faster. So I guess wine bibber is the exact opposite. Yes. Drinking habits. Under the influence of alcohol, your hands will shake 25% less, and your bow skill is higher by +2. But when sober, your hand will shake 25% more, so that's just being an alcoholic. No thank you. What about horses? Heavy duty pony? Carry more slow, and the other one. If your horse is wounded, it will run faster. No thank you. Your horse will be extremely skittish in storms, but will shy less in any other weather. No. Increases your chance of staying in the saddle if an opponent tries to unhorse. Yes, thank you. Because that has happened to us twice now, when we have found traps. Maybe we should go hunting at some point. Or, you know, poaching. In stealth, we haven't really increased either. That's the same as before. Well then, we are ready to talk to the herb woman, finally. Do you know anything about the fellow with the limp?
I'm looking for a fellow who lives here, but I don't know his name. Do you know anyone with a limp?
There is one, a crooked bastard he is too. I hope you're here to take him away. He lives in a cottage at the end of the village by the road to Bate.
Thank you, good woman. It is good to get confirmation. We probably cannot do any training. We need to do a little bit more witchery before we can be cool like that. I have come from the priest.
I've come from the priest. They're saying you incited some women to witchcraft.
Me? Witchcraft? That's nothing but idle chatter.
I figured up. Well, I mean you well.
You'd be wise to give me a straight answer. I mean you no harm.
As long as it's the truth you speak. Very well. I'll tell you everything.
Thank you.
I've done a very foolish thing. It's preying on my mind so much I can't sleep a wink.
But I'm supposed to believe an old witch has pangs of conscience.
Henry?
Laugh if you like, but it's not a word of a lie. You probably know I sell various magic lotions and potions alongside my herbs. Well, there's one I wish I hadn't sold. You see, Vera, Zlata, and Kuta from Uzhitz wanted a magic ointment from me. I kept refusing them, but in the end, I let them talk me into it.
What kind of ointments?
What kind of ointment was it?
One that will show you a world no one else can see. a place of wonder and terror. The flowers might start talking to you, or the earth could swallow you up. I don't know if it's the work of the devil or of God himself, but the ointment has that power. But it could poison any person who doesn't know how to use it right.
So all this talk of witches anointing themselves and then flying to their sabbaths on broomsticks.
The ointment could make a person see such things. But it was stupid of me letting those foolish women get their hands on it. They could poison themselves or fall off a cliff while they're lost in a dream.
You gave the women drugs. Maybe opium or something akin to it. Huh. Will you give me the recipe?
Will you give me the ointment recipe?
It contains belladonna and the herb Paris, both quite poisonous plants. That ought to make you think twice about dabbling with it.
No, it's fine. I use belladonna in my savior schnapps, so it will be fine. So why did you let them have the ointment at all?
So why did you give them the ointment at all?
Because I'm soft-hearted. You see, one of those women, Vera, lost her whole family in Skalitz. And Zlata's husband was killed. And the youngest of them, Kuta, miscarried with the horror of it all.
Ouch.
They said they wanted to use the ointment to speak with the dead and ask them to put a word in with the Lord.
Yeah. I understand how they feel. But I reckon it'll get them nowhere but the ducking stool and the stake.
Judge not, lest ye be judged. I didn't want to give them the ointment, but they offered me a pile of groschen. So I thought how desperate they must be, and I heard their plea.
Their plea or the clink of their coin?
Both. I mean, she already told you why she changed her mind, Henry, but let us ask it anyway.
And why are you so worried about them all of a sudden? What changed your mind?
I'm losing sleep over it. Firstly, those women don't know what they're doing. And secondly, folk might see it as witchcraft. And do you know what they do to witches?
They burn them alive.
That they do. So don't be surprised I'm worried.
It didn't bother you before, though.
We also know what they wanted the ointment for. We heard their stories. Quite horrible stories. I can sympathize.
What did they want the ointment for?
Each one of them lost a loved one recently, and it's grieving them. They wanted to talk with the dead.
I have heard enough.
I've heard enough.
If you've heard enough, you must understand why I need your help. Find out from those women what they intend, and watch over them to keep them safe.
Very well. An easier solution would be to steal their drugs.
Very well. But only because the priest himself asked me to.
Thank you 1,000-fold. I'll go to the Reverend myself and explain. You take care of those women. Goodbye.
You learn paganism. This sounds like maybe it's a little bit more time sensitive than finding the man with the limp. So we're gonna take that one away. Playing with the devil. Speak to the village women. Alright, Pebbles, we are going back to Uzhitz. We're taking a slightly different path though, so maybe we'll see some new sights. Or maybe we'll just see more trees and more grass and a few more trees. Hear a little more bird song. It's a very tranquil experience, Pebbles. What is that down there? That looks like a castle, or a fortress, or a stronghold of some sort. Well, it is no worry of ours. There could also be Talmenberg that we see from here. I think it's kind of in that direction. Oop, Pebbles, maybe we should not just... We should be a little bit careful when it comes to steepness. We don't want any of us to fall down and break a leg or 5. I mean, we do have 6 legs combined. None of them should be broken. That would impede our mission. Actually, something I have been curious about, Pebbles. When it comes to these bushes that we cannot traverse, can we play gardener? Come on, Henry. Swing that sword. Swing. I guess we cannot. We do keep losing health, Pebbles. Why are we losing health? That doesn't make much sense to me. We were at 94 health when we were back in Sasau. Now we're down to 77. Care to explain this, Pebbles? I guess we'll just chow down a marigold potion to keep ourselves a little bit healthier. Or is it this buff we have? Nope. So that will be one of the mysteries of life. Or maybe it's just the aging process, Pebbles. We do get more frail the older we get. My back is killing me. And riding on you does not help, Pebbles. Whoop, whoop. Let's find a little bit of a refreshing splash of water. Helps keep the temperature down in this little armor we're wearing. We did put on the mail trousers that Pebbles was carrying. Because we put away a lot of other things. Just to be able to put them on. And then the shopkeepers in Ratai started greeting us with Sir Knight. Which was surprising. Alright. Woman number 1. I hope it's... was it Vera who lost her entire family?
What in the...
Are you the villager?
God be with you. Do you need anything?
No.
Take care.
I think it was Vera who lost her entire family in Skalitz.
Oh.
Please get out of my way, good woman. Oh, okay.
Hey! What are you doing here? Clear off. Is there something you need?
She's clearly inside this house. I need to talk to whomever is in here.
What's that? Can I help?
Yes, you can let me talk to whoever is in here. I guess we will save you for when you actually venture outside. Come on, Pebbles. We will have to talk to one of the other women. And hope that this one doesn't go on a freaking drug craze bender. Hey-oh. Move faster, Pebbles. Time might be of the essence, or it might not be. This is where we have a room right inside, either to the right or left, up the stairs to the loft, and there is my room. See, Henry? Despite all the blows we have taken to our head, I can remember some things. Excuse me? Woman whose name I... Knock knock. I'm in a private area. They will warn me first though, alright?
Hey, what do you think you're doing? Get the hell out of here.
I guess it is a little late. What say you, Pebbles? A little bit of rest. And we'll talk to the women in the morning. I just need to find my way back to the inn. That might prove to be more of a problem. Nope, here it is. Pebbles, my friend, you wait here like a good horse and I might give you pats. While we're here, do you have any dried meat, sir?
Honest that you should come to me.
Let's talk trade. You have some bacon. I need something that will last, sir. Looks like we will be talking again in the morning. Right, right in here. Well, that's a ladder to the loft, indeed. But more importantly, very hard. Okay. Easy. We are going to be a bit of a rascal. Okay. Dang it. This is more difficult than it seems. Rob. What do you have? I have some bandages. I will take your bandages. That is all I need. Like sleeping on a cloud, you say? That doesn't look very comfortable or inviting. Actually, we could do with a spot of reading. We haven't really utilized our reading skills. Pebbles is carrying everything. What should we read? Hercules and his diet. Skill book on strength. Maiden's War. About how the Maiden's War ended. I think I want to find volume 1 first. Same with that one. Sharp as a knife. An instructive book on maintenance. Tavern life. On drinking and alcoholism. Alchemist's Dream can only be read after achieving level 5. So how is our alchemy doing? It is level 5. So we could pick that up. No, I think we would rather read about Hercules and his diets. Yes, we can get alchemy better at witching. That is, actually doing alchemy things. So let's see, where's Hercules and his diet? Let us read Hercules and his diet. The male lion in cream sauce. Right, let's study. We'll study for 4 hours. Then we'll sleep for until 8. And perhaps all the women have gone up. But Teresa did not wake up until around 9. You improved strength. Good. I can't read anymore. Because it is way too dark in here. We'll sleep until around 8:30. Sounds good. Comfort 70%. This is not like sleeping on a cloud. One step up from sleeping on the ground, mayhap. Oh, good morning, Henry. Had a good night's sleep. What do we have for nourishment? We have some dried meat, sure. We have some dried pear. And that's it. Maybe we should talk to the innkeeper and get us a little bit more. Just so we have. How the hell was I in a private area when that is where I needed to go to get to my... Can you explain that, sir?
Jesus Christ be praised.
Jesus Christ be praised. I'm hankering for some... I think I'm hankering for some mutton. How much nourishment does that give? 16? Let's talk trade. Again. Yes, give me 4 pieces of mutton, please.
Let's have a word about the price.
Well, we can try it.
How about 50% off? Okay, how about 25% off?
Are we agreed?
You're a right pinch purse.
Dang. I was thinking buy 3, get 1 for free. I can go down to 3.5. That is fine.
I'll go for that.
Mutton. Just mutton, nothing else. No sauce, no potatoes. Yum, yum. How's our nourishment going? Well, we can eat a little more mutton. There we go. Now, let's see. About them women. Oh, Pebbles. Will I have to actually invade their privacy to talk to them? Sure hope not. They seem to be in slightly different... Yeah, okay, they are outside. Here comes one. Excuse me, good woman. Who is definitely not a witch. I've heard talk of some magic lotion.
I heard something about a magic ointment that you got from the herb woman.
You heard that where? And what business is it of yours?
The herb woman sent me.
The herb woman sent me.
Gertrude? What does she want? Haven't we paid her enough?
Well, you see, that ointment is quite dangerous.
That's not the point. The ointment's dangerous, and the herb woman doesn't want you getting up to anything foolish.
Thanks for the concern, but we're grown women. We're old enough to make our own choices, and what we do in the woods at night is no one's business but ours.
Follow the women to the woods. So it turns out I only need to speak to one of the women. I could go speak to the other ones, just, you know, just in case. And yes, you are grown women, and you can make your own choices. That doesn't mean the choices won't be foolish. What the hell do you want? I'm not even doing anything, sir. You can stop watching me. Even though that is literally your job description. Oh, we have pigged out, I see. We are very, very piggy. How about we go and visit Lubosh while we wait for night to fall? Those women are definitely free to go into the woods and do whatever they want at night. I just kind of want to prevent a witch burning, which is what is going to happen if anyone else finds them. And it would be a shame to see people burn just because they are grieving. Alright, he lived in a cottage outside of town, which is basically here. One of these cottages. Oop. Just duck, Henry, or just clip through everything, alright? What is going on here? Where's your hat, Henry?
Move along, citizens. Move along. There's nothing to see here.
If that's what you call nothing to see, I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
By the keys of St. Peter, this is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, in the service of Hanush's Captain Bernard. I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
Well, I'm the bailiff of Auschwitz. And I say we don't want any of that kind of trouble around here. What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhof?
One of the folk at the stud farm recognized someone from Auschwitz among the bandits.
We have no bandits or murderers around here.
Really? They say he had a limp?
Shit. Well, allow me to introduce you to Limpy Lubosh. Or all that's left of him.
Oh. Oh.
Sacre.
Nothing's ever easy. I'll have to take a look around and ask a few more questions, if that's all right with you.
You can take this mess off my hands and welcome to it. As for what else there is to find out, I don't know. But look and ask all you like.
There was something written above the corpse. Above the body. I didn't see what it was exactly, and it was probably written in either Polish or Czech. Neither is a language I speak, or read, or understand. Who was Limpy Lubosh?
Who was Limpy Lubosh?
A poor crofter and a scoundrel. Can't say I'm too surprised what happened to him. He kept company with all sorts of vermin. He was always getting into some kind of trouble. Punch-ups in the tavern and what have you.
Sounds like me. Why did he limp?
How come he limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
Alright, probably someone who didn't set his legs straight, kind of like the poor bastard in the monastery in Sassau, because we couldn't help him. So do you know about anything suspicious?
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
I don't know. The last few days he didn't go anywhere. He was home the whole time. But he always kept everyone in the village at arm's length.
Again, sounds like me. Did he have any cronies?
Did he have any kith or kin in the village?
None. A loner he was. I don't know the last time I saw him with anyone.
Well, someone was definitely with him very, very recently. Where was he on the night that Neuhof was raided?
Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhof raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk, so you never knew if he was away or holed up at home.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. When was the body found?
When did you find the body? And did anyone see anything?
Just now. And nobody saw or heard anything. I don't know how they could gut him like that without someone hearing him scream.
By gagging him. With something. Well, you know, the Uzhitz priest is no ordinary cleric. He is quite handy with a sword.
The parish priest here in Uzhitz, he's a peculiar sort of cleric. I noticed he's quite handy with a sword.
He is indeed. He's as hard as nails. More than once he's intervened in a brawl in the tavern and sat everyone on their asses. He's not to be taken lightly.
I doubt he acquired those skills at the seminary.
You know how it goes. The nobles send their youngest sons to study for the priesthood, and our parish priest has blue blood in him. He probably learned to fight at home before he went to university. That's how it goes with those aristocrats. But I heard something happened and he was roving the world for a while. I don't know what he got up to, though.
Why, Henry, did you cast suspicion on the priest? That feels like a question that is just out there. Doesn't really connect to anything else. Is it gonna be a red herring for us, Henry? Are you trying to lead us on a false trail, or are you trying to point us in the right direction? Either way, before we go scampering off to the priest and accusing him of evil stuff, we need to solve the whole women witchery thing in the woods. Alright, that's the bailiff taken care of. How about you, villager?
I'm honoured that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
See, we're now called a knight. Can you tell me anything about Lubosh?
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Of course. Ask away.
Thank you. Who was this Lubosh?
That man Lubosh who was murdered. What was he like?
He was a drunk who was always looking for a fight. Nobody liked him much, but I wouldn't wish an end like that on any man.
So have you seen anything suspicious recently? Anything strange? Any cold spots? Any...
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Well, now I think of it, I hadn't seen him around for a while. No idea where he was skulking.
Well, we have been told that he liked to hole up in his home. Do you know where he was on the day of the Neuhof raid?
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
Not a clue.
Makes sense. Who did he see? I'm guessing you're not referring to Lady Company, but just in general. Who was he seeing?
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
He was a loner. He didn't even have any mates in the tavern.
Because he beat them all up.
That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Random... Your name is Marush. You're a villager, you're Marush. Then we talk to Marush.
God be with you. What can I do for you?
Well, you piqued my interest, good woman, because you have a name. Can you tell me anything about Lubosh?
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know how I can help you, but ask if you must.
Who was this Lubosh?
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
You could see at first glance he was no good. I kept well out of his way.
Have you seen anything strange recently?
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
There wasn't sight or sound of him for a long time, and then yesterday he turned up at the church and even talked to the parish priest. I never saw him do that before. Probably had a bad conscience.
Talk to the priest. I see. What was Lubosh doing the day of the Neuhof raid?
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I don't think he was home. I didn't see him all day.
Well, that doesn't really mean anything, does it? Who did he meet with?
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
As far as I know, he had nobody at all in this world.
Alright, except for the priest he went and talked to.
That's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Do we have anyone else here? We have villager, Mash. Hello.
God be with you.
And you, sir.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Of course. Ask away.
Are you gonna say the exact same thing as someone else then? Who was this Lubosh?
That man Lubosh who was murdered. What was he like?
He was a drunk who was always looking for a fight. Nobody liked him much, but I wouldn't wish an end like that on any man.
Anything suspicious?
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Well, now I think of it, I hadn't seen him around for a while. No idea where he was skulking.
Neuhof raid?
Do you know what Lubosch was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
Not a clue.
Oh. Who was he seeing?
Do you know anyone Lubosch used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
He was a loner. He didn't even have any mates in the tavern.
Righty, thank you for your...
That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. So it's kind of...
Take care now.
Oblivion-ish, except instead of the same voice actor for 11,000 people, we have the same voice line by 11 voice actors. We need to go talk to the priest, eh? We could find out more about Limpy Lubosch before we talk to the priest. Either way, I need to go pay for another day at the tavern. Or, well, at the innkeeper. I don't think the... Maple.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
Mayhap you can. Can you tell me, Lubosch?
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Sir Hanush gives a job like that to a young fellow like you. Well, what do I care? Ask.
What's with the attitude, sir? Who was this Lubosch?
That man Lubosch who was murdered. What was he like?
He was a strange one. Always drinking, bad-tempered. Lord knows how he made a living. Well, maybe now I've got an idea or two.
This is fresh information. Have you seen anything strange around here?
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
I didn't see much of him lately, not even in the tavern. Not till yesterday in church, as it happens.
Church, eh? So what was he doing on the day of the Neuhof raid?
Do you know what Lubosch was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I don't think he was home at all. Wait, are you saying he... Oh, Jesus!
So did you see anyone he was seeing? Anyone he spent time with? I do appreciate the singing in the background.
Do you know anyone Lubosch used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
I really don't know. As far as I know, he had no kin. I never saw him with anyone.
Thank you, sir.
That's all. Thank you.
Farewell.
Do you often just stand still and sing in the midst of strangers? Well, probably not strangers, because she lives here. That was still strange. I mean, we could probably find a few more people to talk to, as long as they're not called villagers. There's Marush, we talked to her. Joseph!
I'm baffled myself. If they tried to steal them, now that I'd understand. But that? So, as soon as we heard the horses whinnying in terror, we all ran to the stables. And those cutthroats were waiting for us there and set about trying to kill us all too. And it was terrible.
Oh my God.
I'm still shaking at the knees. I don't know how I managed to escape alive. All of a sudden, they were gone, and me and Mistress Zora and a few stable boys were left standing in the middle of a bloodbath.
That's dreadful. Thank the Lord you made it out alive.
All the saints were watching over me, but the others...
They're with God now.
Aye, they are. May he have mercy on their souls.
Or unless they were assholes, they're probably with Lucifer. You're Joseph. Did I talk to you back at Neuhof? You were definitely there.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
Can you tell me anything about Lubosch?
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know nothing about it, but ask all you want.
Who was this Lubosch?
That man Lubosch who was murdered. What was he like?
I didn't really know him. He kept to himself, even in the tavern.
Have you seen anything strange?
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Come to think of it, he was in church yesterday. He was even talking to the priest and went to confession. I was wondering what he was up to take to the faith all of a sudden. But I suppose no sin's too dark for God's mercy.
That is going to be a problem, because if he went to confession, the priest is 100% not going to talk to us about it, because that's a thing between the priest and the confessor. So that might be a dead end as well. What was he doing on the day of the Neuhof raid, sir?
Do you know what Lubosch was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I was coming from the tavern very late that night, and I caught a glimpse of someone entering the village. He looked like he was in a hurry. It was only a shadow against the sky, but after what happened, I wouldn't wonder.
But if you saw him here come back when you went out from the tavern on the day that Neuhof was raided, how could you tell the story about you being in Neuhof at the day it was raided? Sir, something does not add up here. You are speaking half-truths. Who was he seeing?
Do you know anyone Lubosch used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
Not with anyone from the village. He used to sit in the tavern next to us sometimes, but he never said much.
I see. Thank you. I will keep an eye on you.
That's all. Thank you.
Joseph
Take care now.
Is suspicious. Because he told the story about being at the Neuhof raid, but he also told us that
What are you doing here? Are you after something?
Saw someone come back from Neuhof or come back here to Uzhitz the day that Neuhof was raided. You can't have it both ways, Joseph. What are we talking about here? Horses.
I'd lose my mind if I were in her shoes.
Ooh.
No more than I. But Sora's tougher than most men. With the help of God, she'll soon get back on her feet. You'll see. You might be right. She never was a one to break easily.
We're all talking about the Neuhof raid all of a sudden. No, maybe we will go to talk to the priest immediately. Unless we find some more named villagers on the way. Lumir, hello.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
Well, it's grayed out, so I don't think you have anything to add.
God be with you.
Everyone is starting to call... As soon as I put on the male chosses, everyone is addressing me as Sir Knight. Interesting. Very interesting. So I guess the clothes do make the man? Are we can we... I kinda need some groschen. I wanna play some dice.
I've got a bit of coin today. What better way to use it than a game of dice?
Screw it! We'll play for 100 groschen.
We'll see whose side Lady Luck is on.
Indeed, we're gonna get up to 4,000.
If it keeps going this way, I'll never get a decent game out of it.
Dang it. Oh, we got 2 ones. At least you didn't get 3. Ooh, we get 3 5s. That's not good.
Should I? Shouldn't I? No, I
Alright. What do we have? We have a 1. We have 2 4s. I think it was either 1s and 5s on their own. Otherwise, you need triples, right? We'll score and roll. We get 2 1s. We get a 1. We'll roll again.
Use your head, man.
Yes,
You'll lose
I'm
everything.
betting. No, I won't. Because I got a 1. We'll take that 1 and we'll score and we'll pass. We'll be very careful. That was a joker. Let me just quickly refresh. Yeah, triples. And there's a devil head, there's a joker, which acts as a wild number. Okay. That's it. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, see, I did remember. And pass. Ooh, big gambler man.
What the hell's with these damn dice?
And thus he lost all his points. Sucker. Well, I got 3 6s. I'm gonna score and pass. I'm gonna be careful. Oh no! 1,000!
Now you.
That is what I need. I got 3 2s. That's only worth 200. I'm gonna bet on getting at least a 1 or a 5. No bust. Shit, we busted.
No matter. It wouldn't have helped much anyway.
No, not since you got the 3 1s. Well, this is weird. Ooh. Did you bust? No, you got a 5. I would stop there if I was you. Ooh. You're a daring man.
That's all.
He's up to 2,000 already. Let's see. We got a 1, so we'll go with just a 1-1. More dice is always good. We have 2 5s and a 1. I guess we'll take the 2 5s and the 1. We can't do that. Yes, we can. And we'll score and pass. 800 points behind.
This'll be the
bust. 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 I need to gamble. At least a 1 or a 5. Or a 5. Yes, a 1. At least a few points. We're exactly 1,000 points behind.
I might as well go.
Yes. I was lucky. This is not going well.
Not afraid of anything, eh?
Well, we got a little bit of points here. 600 points behind. So I'm guessing that strange die there with the metal shine is the one that has the devil's head. Wait a minute. We're using a different set of dice. So can I find one that has a devil's head in it and then have that be valid for playing with others? Because I would love one with freaking devil's head on it. Oh, we got a triple. We need to gamble. Gambling didn't pay off.
Ah, it's not so bad after all.
Yes, it is, Henry. He has 1,000 points of... Wait. Ooh, that looked like 3 1s. It's... Ooh, you won! Well, I learned something. I can try and find a different set of dice and play with, because we definitely had our own. Don't I have a set of dice in my horse, or is it in my... It might be actually in my... We have the strip die. If I have those on me, can I choose to play with them? There's also the cheating dice. I think it alluded to being cheating dice, at least. Anywho, that is where our adventure ends for today, for this time. We're now going to wait until night. We're gonna pay for a new room, then wait till night and go see what the women are up to in the woods. And tomorrow we're gonna talk to the priest and see what happens. Thank you for joining me on this little journey up to Uzhitz to see what happens with the Limit Man, who is now very, very, very dead. Hope I'll see you again next time, and you take care of yourself out there, alright?